I'm going to go over a few rules before we hit the reserve. Make sure for your safety that you remain seated at all times with your arms, hands, legs, and feet inside. If you have a child sitting in your lap, please make sure they remain seated in your lap. Do not hold them up in the air. Do not pass them back and forth, even if we're stopped. If you want to take pictures, feel free to do so. Just make sure you hang on tight to them cameras and cell phones, because if you drop them, we cannot stop and pick them up. Now that goes for your hats, your sunglasses, your eyeglasses, and your Mickey ears as well. Once we're out here in the reserve, we do not holler, whistle, scream, or yell at the animals. We want them animals to get as close to us as they possibly can without being spooked. This is where all the shy animals like to come, the little Aturi forest. The shy animals like to hide over here. Like the okapi back there behind the bamboo trees and by the fence back there. The okapi is a member of the giraffe family. Now a lot of people think it's a member of the zebra family, but it's not. It's in fact the last known cousin to the giraffe. If you look at the shape of his head, ears, and tongue, they resemble a giraffe.
They look like
The okapis were discovered in 1901 by the Westerneers. That's also the same year Walt Disney was born. Now, if you look up here on the hill, you'll see this saddle-billed stork up here. Now, that saddle-billed stork would grow to be 5 feet tall with a wingspan of 9 feet wide. We're building them another birdhouse up there.
See its big orange bill?
Hello.
Over here on the left-hand side, you'll see a black rhino back there. Now, black rhinos can weigh up to 3,000 pounds, can charge up to 35 miles per hour, and there's only about 5,000 of them left in the world today. There's also one on the hill over here in front of me, on the left. Anybody having a birthday today? No birthdays? Anybody's first safari ride? Show of hands. Oh, well, welcome. Here's another one of them saddle-billed storks over here on the right-hand side.
Look over here.
oh, that's bigger. That's a bigger one. There's ducks over there.
As we get headed out of the little Aturi forest and into the Salty River, this is where you'll get a look at some water animals. Like the pink-backed pelicans over here on the right-hand side. Now, the pink-backed pelicans get their name from during their mating season. The backs have turned dark pink. Both the male and female will nest their eggs. Now, they will incubate their eggs for about 30 days. They will also have a wingspan of anywhere from 7 to 9 feet wide. Now, over here on the bank, you'll see one of our Nile hippos. Nile hippos. You also see some over here on the left. Nile hippos can weigh up to 5,500 pounds. They're very dangerous, very territorial animals. They can hold their breath underwater for 8 minutes at a time. Now they cannot swim, they weigh too much to swim, so what they do is they glide across the bottom of the river, coming up for air every 8 minutes. They will eat 85 pounds of vegetation a day. And a group of hippos is called a below. See some more hippos over here on the left-hand side. Now over here on the left-hand side, you'll see some Nile crocodiles. Nile crocodiles will grow to be 16 feet long, weigh 500 pounds, and they'll live to be 40 years old. Nile crocodiles have very powerful jaws. The jaws are so powerful they can actually Crush your bones. Over here on the right hand side, you'll see what we call the baobab tree. Now the baobab tree looks like a tree that's growing upside down. In fact, a lot of people call it the upside down tree. And that's because it's leafless 9 months out of the year. Now it's leafless 9 months out of the year, so it can retain a lot of water to be able to make it through a drought. As you can tell, that's a very large tree, so it can hold thousands and thousands of gallons of water. So it pretty much can make it through any drought that we would ever have. Now it's also considered a watering source for the animals during a drought. They can come over and gnaw on the bark and water comes out. As we enter the overlook of the savannah, now this is where you'll get a look at some of your favorite animals and some of mine as well. Like the wildebeest over here on the right. Now wildebeest get their name from the African Dutch. 1.5 million of them migrate every year between 500 and 1,000 miles. You see one of our Maasai giraffes right here on the right.
Look, there's a giraffe over here.
The Maasai giraffe will grow to be 20 feet tall. Their patterns are just like our fingerprints. Those two patterns are exactly
Nothing on
the
that side.
same.
Keep looking this way.
Over here on the left, you'll see some African painted dogs. African painted dogs are Africa's very successful hunting dog. They are a member of the canine family. They get their name from the spots on their back. They're led by an alpha male and an alpha female, packs of 5 to 15. Up here ahead of us, on the hill on the left, you're going to see some Ankole cattle. Now the Ankole cattle, look at their horns. Their horns will grow to be 3 to 4 feet long. The horns also help them regulate their body temperature. Now the horns are hollow. They have veins running through them. Here's another one of our Maasai giraffes. Over here, the Maasai giraffe will only sleep 30 minutes a day. They don't do that all at once. They take cat naps. 5 minutes here, 5 minutes there. They have 2 hearts. Up here on the left-hand side, you'll see on the top of the hill here, you'll see some sable antelope. Now, sable antelope are reddish-brown in color. The horns grow backwards like that to deter any predator from jumping on their back, such as the lion. Over here on the right, you'll see some
Zebra.
Hartman Mountain zebras. Now the Hartman Mountain zebras have the white stripe on their rump. They also have a pure white belly. They also have a skin tag under their neck that's called a dewlap that helps them regulate their body temperature.
That looks like a normal zebra.
Now they cannot whine or neigh
Can
like
they make
horses.
better targeting calls in college football games?
See some more grass over here on the left. You also see an eland laying down there by the wall. Eland is Africa's largest antelope. They can leap 8 feet in the air. Both the male and female will have horns.
What the animal over there? Right there.
Now over here on the right hand
Oh,
side
there's
on the
antelope.
hill over here,
Look at the antelope
you'll
up on
see
the
some
hill.
brown and white animals. Them are Africa's smallest antelope. They are called springboks.
Hold on. Here.
Springboks can leap 6 to 13 feet in the air. They run as fast as 50 to 60 miles per hour.
Okay. Oh, elephants.
Okay, good.
Over here on the right hand side, you'll see the African elephant. Now, African elephants have very sensitive skin. That's why you often see them throwing dirt and sand on their back. They have more muscle in their trunk than we do in our entire body. Now, when their ears flap forward and backwards, that's how they help cool the body down.
They're eating hay.
They can hold 5 gallons of water in their trunk at a time.
Yeah, he's eating hay.
African elephants are terrified to death of bees. They used to knock over the trees that had beehives in them, but the bees would start swarming and stinging them, so they learned to stay away from them trees that had beehives in them. Well, then the farmers caught wind of that. They decided to build some beehive fences along their property line to keep the elephants from destroying their land. Now, as we head further into elephant country, once we cross under this bridge right here, take a look to your right hand side in this red clay mountain here. You'll see some tusk marks made by the elephants. When the elephants come over here, they eat this red clay, gives them vitamins and minerals for their body. Now their tusks are just like our teeth. If they lose them for any reason, they will not grow back. Elephants are very soft walkers. It's hard to believe that an elephant that size can walk softly, but they can. Pads under their hoofs to help them walk softly. Now, a female elephant will carry her baby for 22 months. Once the baby's born, the male will leave. She calls all the female elephants over. They form a circle around that baby to keep any predators from getting to it till it learns to stand and walk. And you'll see the baby over there coming down there behind his mama. Hey. Trying to figure out how to get down. It should be up there. Up here in front of us is called the Elephant Waters. On hot sunny days, you'll see the elephants come over here and play in this water to help cool off. Ah, you get it, baby. Over here on the left, you see some greater flamingos. Greater flamingos are the largest of the flamingo species. They're usually a lot of pinky color with a dark pink underwing. Water is part of their natural habitat. That's why they're always found in water. Now up here in front of us on the left-hand side, you're going to see the white rhinos. Now the white rhinos are a little larger than the black rhinos. They can weigh anywhere from 4,000 pounds to 5,000 pounds. They get their name from the Afrikaans word "weit," which was spelled W-I-T, which means wide. They have very poor eyesight. That's why they call a group of rhinos a crash.
Esse é perigoso, hein?
Nossa, mas se deixasse eu ir lá, eu mexia.
Não, deixar eu descer dele, ele bate aqui nesse carro dele.
Now this is a mud pit over here. It's for the white rhinos to waller around in on hot sunny days. They put that mud on the back. It also helps keep the sun from burning their skin. Now you see the cheetahs over here walking around up here trying to eyeball this ostrich right here. Cheetahs are the fastest land animal there is. They can run 60 miles per hour. They're also one of the cats that do the hunting during the day, and one of the cats that their claws do not retract. The ostrich is the world's largest bird.
Preparando o almoço dele.
Ostrich can weigh up to 200 pounds. They cannot fly. They weigh too much to fly. So what they do is they can run pretty fast. They can run about 40 miles per hour. And they'll use the wings to help them turn.
elétrica ali, ó.
Não deve ser elétrico. Esse bicho aí, se ele escapar, ele nem vai matar ninguém, eu acho. Ele deixa de boa.
Now we'll go around here to the Kobe Rocks. This is where you'll see the king of the jungle, the lion.
I see the lion. We're going to see him in a second. Look out that way. Look out that way. You'll see him.
All three of them right there. Now lions can sleep 8 to 20 hours a day. The female will do the hunting at night while the male stays around and takes the front. Now she's sitting there trying to figure out how to get out of that thing.
Todos olhando pra lá.
When a lion roars, you can hear the roar from about 5 miles away.
They're looking at these guys over here.
Over here on the right, you'll see some water buck. Water bucks
Yeah, they are looking at
get their name. They usually
Yeah,
find
they're
water.
staring
That's why
down.
they're called water bucks. That's what them lions are.
Olhando, é minha mãe. Não vai, não consegue pular.
It's like how far can we go?
É, já são, né?
Down to science.
Gotta hope she's not super upset. Otherwise.
See the warhogs back there?
Oh,
Warhogs
javali.
are a member of the domesticated family, also known as
Tá ali
Walt.
atrás. Javalizinho vermelho. É quase um porco. Esse aqui é um porco com cara grande.
Oh, yeah. You saw his butt.
I saw his butt.
See some more white rhinos over here.
No, show its butt. Showing? And I
Ali, agora dá pra você ver o javali. Tá?
Ele vai subir aqui.
Over here, you'll see some ostrich legs on the right over here laying by the tall grass right there. One ostrich egg is the equivalent to 24 chicken eggs.
That's big. No, just regular goats.
Now we'll head around here to the warden's post. This is where you'll keep the Nigerian dwarf goats. Now, even though they're small, they're full grown. Africans like them because they don't take up much room.
Que bonitinho.
They spend most of their time eating and sleeping. Villagers like them because of the sweet milk they can produce. Now, if you like to pet some goats, we do have a petting zoo here.
Nossa, mas gente, só essa
Once you
área
exit off the truck, head over to Rafiki's Planet Watch. There'll be a train over there. That train will take you out to a petting zoo. Now, if you have your Wilderness Explorer book on you, you're on truck Symbol 1. Here's the name of your truck, Symbol 1. Once you exit off the truck, head out there in front of the old Jeep, the old water tank. Your cast member out there, they will hand you your badge before you book. If you want to explore some more animals, head over to Gorilla Falls. Gorilla Falls is a walk-through exhibit. It takes you about 20 minutes to walk through it. Well, I hear the music playing. That means we're coming back in.